FIFA World Cup 2026 has started. And Mexico, South Africa.
Yes.
Whoa.
A repeat of 2010.
A repeat of 2010. Mexico for no.
Ended 1-1.
They are coming into this World Cup
yes,
with some great form.
Yes, one more form.
South Africa, so I don't know, but the last time I'm in Panama.
Yes.
More about those friends.
Was it 1-1 or 2-2?
Panama shown back on board drawback, on board
yes,
2.
Yes.
And I think it was the time I hear about Austria and Germany.
Yes,
okay, so Mexico, South Africa. There's also a kind of catch about the opening.
Yes, you didn't come up.
You can't say opening ceremony. World Cup. What is it about?
As I was reading something about Mexico, for me saying number Mexico, culture, the culture of Mexico, mama saying
also the culture tradition, the
and Rana Stadium, Azteca Stadium, a stadium back one, Kai Pele, Kai, the hand of God go, Benna Boy and Shakira and they'll perform. So a lot and a war. Opening ceremony on the before and then was it Enrachi protest course so by no Chicago Dema
Mexico
yes protest course
so solo unim say and a stadio asek almost a record view the first stadium ever to host World Cup opening matches.
Yes.
In 3 different tournaments, 1970, 1986, and 2026. So what I say.
Yes.
And FIFA so did. And now is the opening ceremony, no. Countries will be a benny deal.
3 countries will be a
but the first one goes to another one. Will be a benny. I think America will be at Los Angeles.
Yes.
And Canada, so Toronto. 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 Sana Canada. Alima don't say kind of Toronto. So Toronto, and I just say, when the interest the World Cup has started, and then the Black Stars are not in action until the 17th, and there seems to be a lot of them. Our Black Stars come, but before then, Mexico are generating huge attention ahead of tonight's World Cup. Opening against South Africa, who's a focus on coach Javier Aguirre, and then pressure of opening a home World Cup match and all that. Time near saying Ghana time is
7 p.m.
7 p.m. So South Africa's coach Hugo Bruce said his side are prepared to face Mexico's quality. And you say Obia and South Africa for against. They don't mean Africa for. And they said boy is omne tom krumu pamu for near there. Africa, Mobia and Yom against. And I'm Mexico. Okay. So Gian Infantino has refused to apologize to fans who feel ripped off over the ticket prices. England set the tone for their World Cup challenge in a convincing 3-0 win. Yeah, they looked better yesterday.
How did you see Jude Bellingham?
Oh, I think he's the star man. Who say of finding it there, the English team moves. It was all over the place. Very, 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 very good player for that matter. I think it's ahead of Morgan Rogers.
Oh, yes.
Coach should now look at all of that. Madueke has some few moments, but as usual, Starboy came, but of course, Mr. Rice will give the opener. Mr. Rice water.
So England are saying,
huh? O se abubu players you better am on England ni me bo ndi ukasai na me come Mr. Rice there was England assembly. So Brazil players feel more confident than ever for the upcoming World Cup for the first time. The squad feels they can play without the pressure of being the main favorites. Okay. Yes. So Portugal so almost recorded 2-1 victory over Nigeria. In fact, Robert Martinez focused on the team's World Cup, and Portugal were not come, especially in the first half.
Yes.
Almost body, but on said them so, but they also one of the favorites to win it. Sports Minister Kasa Ghana, Ora Kofi Adams say Ghana ya to ticket 3,000 backward match be 1,000 na ensem bi a MPB keken kana enye sana etie na 1,000 no a omotone koso Ghana $1.126 million. 1.1 ticket nko on bacho $1.126 million. Ghana ndie wo how ni ana tintin wo say ye bi ohun
o say
no be gadem say is it possible so we qualify for World Cup na on funny pantage na on mokam oh
and your football no football with fans, so let's say you're in England boy,
okay be my argument in say I say obi e yebi nti also yebi
debut
but we are man mu ana no as a convonochi atum nkofo yare ani ade enti ya den na nkaya sa niem yenga so okay for once World Cup really qualify players ngwa ankobomra na ya sika na kedbe we ni emfa ntwitwe o mo edede o mo kane ade enye
was nka you withdraw mo man ka because
o qualify so benyeska
ana make say the appearance
and you withdraw because benyeska na to take it you
yes sika no the appearance fee and other stuff they more players no even now Krabe clear say the Monja members will get money it's high taxpayers money no
ni nyina e work up scan titi won ti ase ni nyina de sika na FIFA de maye no
o se we so sika mo kwese fee the corporate
na but man says sika de ase bi never nya convano chine
o se we dey yes sika purposely for the World Cup
just say you bet man says
sika the World Cup
you bet man says sika de yes sa neme ya me kan won ti ase ti na me just say ya yin sire bi nye
okay
na I ko say obi eye bi and you say who qualified also the Nipako. Imagine that ticket and acquire $1.126 million. Just take it to yes, so I'm quite that could be a big thing. Obedient, make us home. Yeah, na it means near my way. Ya cannot the Arcanos, I answer. So I make a bonnet also so Oyena man. President Katuka and a Kasos Black Stars on war. What it takes to make history. And then Carlos Cruz will vim or see the national team will give everything on the pitch and leave supporters proud of their performance at the FIFA World Cup. Or see who Black Stars no na mafere mu amunyi wo munni no ube hu ama me hu ayo nwanwa Carlos Cruz or see asem besi enye easy Panama pine England papine Croatia pam na Ghana na aircon Jordan Ayew has reiterated the team determination. The Jordan Black Stars captain. Okay. Meanwhile, has announced the whole brand. I think it was a very beautiful announcement.
Yes, beautiful announcement.
Very, very beautiful announcement.
Yes.
The whole brand are now the kit sponsor for Accra Zofok in an upcoming season. Vision FC head coach Nana Kwekwajiman says his decision to leave the club was driven by his desire to take on a fresh challenge after completing his 2-year spell. All right, so
no crank assistant for Kotokwenya Bado.
And then the engine is out because go to one assistant. Okay, lawyer. So we are in the World Cup mood.
Oh yes, send
now. We be a World Cup macho. Yes, sisters. And yeah, normally a new man. World Cup no be Joanna. And it's a brand no. Unyamaya na a World Cup match na delay ni baby. Ebi mo mbe so mo henu group. Baba asema make obi na se me fa nto amanfo animo. Adam. Na dia be jam me nyama se na me. Aha, me wa this is a World Cup official atadia. Yes, Shako office ni. Embo creation. Official your yellow or ho, your black or ho, your enchobo who say guys no market it very well. Embo creation. Any day you work. But on that note, no, the air can say who could bet me World Cup no matches no, it be a 7.
Yes.
It be a 8. It be a 11. it be a 2, it be a 4.
It be a 2. My match be a 12:30.
Yeah. It be a commentary. It be a TV.
It be quite 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Timbacho ukunu pie.
Sorry, 12 no.
On the number for 4 hair ball. It be almost at 11. Near the when me am fi because I be doom light. The season we feel ne kopim 18 for there. And ran 10 their bassy and fan to a month for him say. On my head born, if you are born teen to me fear. Omo me fear yet, and I go be any. And my man better our born teen. If in the ya copim 18th. A binum time na match when to me fear. Baba tie new.
That's it.
And beso be a quack. Bamos so some be have born about Jamon Frefie. And Casse, and the
match who
and the match on to minimum for your own and entio.
Sorry, Papa Quabonti.
Oh, yeah, so be any
semi follow.
Yeah, the Obianim say Baco Quabonti, they say, if you not crowd you work up with the feed
17 say, well,
if you the Yama, make carbon team for the case. Sebia, Cobbini is young for Abontia. Almost a train. No, taco chrono. But we go chrono, Yabequa,
Yabequa, chrono, Yabequa, 2 canter.
Yabequa square interchange. A bisobeco tepa. A binombequa we will take him. I see you see him now. To work up with the yes, sisters. Some mum ranting, never caught his neck when you beco take him. Mum ranting in your quine. No crime, me peck a crash and one. My pijama kukumo. Huh? No more quack, Bintino. Yes, Rantan, the Abbasi and Phantom, no mamma, no plan for say. See, work up, they will be busy. Match no so. Nam say near America for time no more 1 tino. A bibba fee 11, bibba 1, 2, 3, 4, was so was soon to me, ma. Tis as a baby or hen or da. I dare you by % to Papa, FIFA president. Nina heart, yes, or share the Papa. So I play the other pub, dear Bain. Nantan, I do not nip up on him for Gohan. They say, work up a very 24-hour economy. Hey, Baba, can't I don't pay. Yama, Yana phone now. Special good morning. Now, Yama Kwaba BM, Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Yeah, live. Ewo Oyerepa TV no so mara sansom ye konko funkroso and somewhere edi adencheche somewhere anopai ebum fumpa onko funkroso no ya de honsem ato anim ewo show no so and some na de doso de disefata se ohwe na otie ena yede esum wo kitikiti mampole bi o ma aka nsuo yanom eka bu no pa ya to ya boase na ya confirm munumunu nyina ama wo na ya cheche mu ye na wati ase sede se ene sede efata kache wonu ni ansa. We have started live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM, on Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa on social media. No so Oyerepa Radio, and answer Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio, and answer Oyerepa TV Ghana. Now, Messiah, the biggest FIFA World Cup ever. 48 teams, 104 matches, expected to bring a record of $13 billion for FIFA. And the World Cup way, Rebecca said, way a World Cup, a most expensive par. And the game at 7 p.m. Ghana time, Mexico and South Africa, a bomb, our Estadio Azteca, a home, a biaya, game no at of my own some at 2 and then I pay Mexico. City no or say Estadio Azteca enra not fans no our Estadio Azteca na nyansem ketokra na celebrations outdoor etimi koso fans in the some etimi atujam anopaya when ekoso our Estadio Azteca ahead of the opening game Mexico South Africa and Mexico a repeat of the 2010 match unim say obakai Shabalala that famous goal meaning I'm a counsem at the achel yente fans number Mexico
Behind me is one of football's most iconic stadiums, and very soon it will once again be at the center of sporting history. Mexico City is set to host the opening match of the South Africa. This stadium has witnessed some of football's greatest moments. Pele lifted the World Cup here in 1970. Mauricio Rocha Echebide was in the stands at the people to have the goal.
And you can say that you have the most exciting final in the World Cup against Argentina and France.
And now, after Qatar 2022, the World Cup is heading back to Mexico City. Last Saturday, thousands of football fans gathered in the capital to perform a massive human wave, hoping to set a new Guinness World Record. Outside the stadium, the countdown to 2026 is already taking shape.
Bueno, es increíble porque, como dicen, la pelota volvió a casa, el ambiente como...
Yo Azteca no, venue bakwa, yereba to him say 5 venue ever. I hosted matches in 3 different World Cups, 1970, 1986, and 2026 respectively. Mexico City home and a hobe shipa. Young fan to just say matches in your wa able to jump. Ewo Estadio Azteca nina meka wonsem ede acha marketing revenue a FIFA enya ede FI 2026 FIFA World Cup no akosro from 2.6 billion euros compared to 1.6 billion in Qatar. Qatar dianom na revenue marketing revenue no 1.6 billion euros and na oko America diana 2.6 billion euros. Now oko TV revenue no so I increased it from 4.1 billion euros to that of 3 points in Qatar, 3.2 billion euros in Qatar, and after Canada, USA, Mexico, I increased it to 4.5 billion euros. Mexico created huge attention according to Javier Aguirre and HMSM expectations also and no criticism I'm prepare year for the World Cup. Javier Aguirre Sam the players now about confidence wise confidence also focus and Raul Jimenez on the boys needing come all they want to do and Sam and then I'm betting me I win him the first game. I say we host nation yana pressure kakram also it is our pressure and then him at the if you wanna fe nema koye at the amatim no South Africa Bafana of forum young fan to jam sa coach Hugo Bruce Sam there wasn't the player bia amayam ahead of the mundia preparation there amanya preparation ye afe could do come one time acclimatization of the weather. Am I yenina? It's pressure beer and yamusum ahead of the World Cup. Ebusiam ebetimi atojam na a gamer with experience. Ekutam the likes of Raul Jimenez of Mexico. Omutim no form no was through until some amubo with their highest level and some point couldn't jam at me abba. I'm a South Africa Bafana forum na Bena boy on it Shakira and Ram our Estadio Azteca Mecca open ceremony no one sem show na Yelchem Bena boy and Shakira our Estadio Azteca our Mexico City. Emra now amoye rehearsals out of the opening ceremony and then better cultural showcase better said the Mexico forum culture city afi better official welcome for the 2026 FIFA World Cup symbol of unity better and afi official declaration be declare say World Cup from ultimate asasem na tebo mukwena midfielder Emma South Africa as a squad nom a person I'm here competitive enough I'm team against Mexico yaka historical motivation about South Africa and Mexico young fun to him so way a repeat of the 2010 na a 1-1 that memorable 1-1 draw obekaya Shabalala that iconic opening goal na abusiam na enyasem kitokra Rafa Paul Marquez equalizing for Mexico in the game. Shabalala Gonom Ebai as a symbol for the 2010 tournament and still celebrating across South Africa. And now South Africa fans are predicting the scoreline of the opener against Mexico. Yentia South Africa fans and Sama Amuti Etuja confidence no say gamer Yabom Etia Mexico 7 p.m. couldn't jam everything about the South Africa fans predict the score of the World Cup opener against Mexico.
South Africa's first game at the World Cup is against Mexico. I want you to help me predict what the score will be in that game.
2-1. Bafana.
I mean, like you say, this team are a better team, so you're expecting to win that game.
Yes, and when we say better team, people are going to look at individuals. And also, if you're a stat merchant, stop being a stat merchant. Like, I think there's cohesion in the team. 2-1.
So I'd like to add one and say 3-1.
You know, the opening game of the 2010 World Cup was also against Mexico. In South Africa, the famous goal from, Sipiwe Shabalala was a great goal, and that was 1-1. I'll give us, it's in Mexico, I'll give us a 1-1 again. 1-1 draw, yeah.
Draw, I think. 1-1. Well, I'll go for 1-1 draw again, just as in 2010.
Will you make it out of that group?
It's a difficult one, but I think, maybe as one of the best numbers 3. And then what?
Now, I know your first predictions are Amadiaba out of the World Cup opener, our Estadio Azteca, that iconic stadium. Gianni Infantino, one poor biacho, Manfo, I refuse you among Sir Amuntimingra America Cromo, even an officiating official, Ekaho, Ningamonum, one pacho, after take it once and some, or can once them, I say dollar beer, Amobanyam, our World Cup, Remunum, Amon Fangumbo to Nemum, America football, America could develop the football now. Yeah, can want some. Gianni Infantino, only a FIFA president.
Well, let me say one thing as well at the outset. Let me congratulate Mayor Mandani from New York. I was with him day before yesterday, actually. I have to congratulate him because he put on sale 1,000 tickets at $50 a couple of months ago, and since then he gets fantastic news. We put on sale 130,000 tickets at $60, and we don't get news. Probably has better communication people than I want to congratulate him, probably of course, for that and for that initiative as well. And to reiterate that the starting price is at $60, that the market, everything I said before, the market is here what it is, that if you sell it at a lower price point, and again, this has been part of intense and extensive analysis in this particular market.
Now, I think this year, and remember, Gianni Infantino and in Central for a say didn't come ahead of the opening game. Now, Yenya Bakwa or Jumam Emma BBC to Gianni Infantino. Are you embarrassed by what is happening at this World Cup, and have you lost control of the tournament in my way? And as Gianni Infantino at the Emma and Central BBC journalist to Infantino, are you embarrassed by what is happening at the World Cup, and have you lost control of the tournament? We are say.
Told he can't enter the United States, sent back home, accused of having links with suspected terror organizations. We have Mexico having to change their training, Iran having to change their training base here to Mexico. We have fans and journalists from a number of countries who aren't able to attend this World Cup because of travel bans or visa restrictions. You yourself have said in the past how important it is to have freedom of movement at a global event like this. You've said how inclusive it is, how welcoming it is as well. Are you embarrassed, therefore, by what actually has come to pass? And do you have to accept that you've lost some control of your own tournament here?
Thanks for you're from BBC. You know, in 2035, I think, we hope, the Women's World Cup will be in the UK. Still needs to be a decision, but looks like. Would you find it normal that FIFA would dictate to the British government who to let in the country and who not to let in the country? I don't know. Maybe you find it normal. I would like, personally, on the other side, the reality of the matter is that in every country...
So I just say, and you know, and I'll be chrome there. A man says, I'm immigration for the Obiba is saying, Chromo in summary, in somewhere, Gianni Infantino, and Donald Trump said, World Cup, yeah. yeah host our Mexico, Canada, United States of America most successful World Cup ever.
We're working on it very closely to make sure the right people come into our country. Most successful World Cup they've ever had. They've never sold tickets at that level. They've never sold that many tickets so quickly. It's amazing because you don't think of soccer. We use the word football, soccer, right? But you don't think of soccer in this country. It's the most successful. I spoke to Johnny this morning. He's fantastic, and he's the boss. He said there's never been anything close to what's happened.
But some people are afraid that it's going to be harder and harder to get visas to come from outside.
We're working on it very closely to make sure.
United States of America President Donald Trump dear na abusiam onim say over 6 million tickets and so far omatimi aton for the 2026 FIFA World Cup total 6 volume FIFA surprised by targeting of securing more than 600 million tickets January and I'm expect here and na opinion HM na assembliasi amount for Oko Europa, amount for the Kakarika no Totujum, and Yamrofruka Didi Assam, not this Dope Nation Forum, Omaya Ghanaian musical duo. Omaya identical twins, that's Omaya and Tafo. Now I'm gonna compose Sanui Michael Buafo. Popularly known as B2 and Tony Buafo known as Twist na abusuam what I'm saying kan pumpuri mantemu ho and yawo munyine wo abeka a community in Accra later I'm move to Takrade a home and I'm junior and I'm senior education I was Ghana Secondary Technical School and a secondary college na Dope Nation Forum abusuam bibia 2016 okay na abusiam say the popular hit song no kakalika no a song o komrofo na so ya omfri Ghana ho nanso omdi twom na nse yantwa amanaman awodo a wo mo ade kakalika no esa Some Kwaya, Michael Olise Kotu Camp. Now our joining team I'm do America for the World Cup video about that reporting so how Michael Olise arrived at the airport before heading to United States for the World Cup. And on a dasonize or the motto Nyasem Ketaka. Now Didier Deschamps say normal say play be say Kylian Mbappe man for back criticizing or your player a fun normal and Nadia say a hundred deliver our 2026 FIFA World Cup Mbappe Yancha Emra Abusiam Wobe do ye na supporters di Kylian Mbappe team na nyasam ketwam Rafinha some mirano name I was amutime performing Emma Brazil national team na fe World Cup Brazil team ekokona nim football fans I shocked Anra Adene see Emra England ebebom etia Costa Rica na game na delay kakra because of tender news man for say World Cup and nation say one ya na e be etimi as Thomas Tuchel sir am setting the tone for the World Cup and was out 3-0 na onyanom na nyante papa and yesma oruanom eti tujam na osi attitude and bibia about players na oye happy na mami for nsoro ho God save the king for the final time before World Cup gets underway. 3 Lions and Costa Rica and Costa Rica so 3-0 na nyasem ketwakra and your oche Declan Rice down ho nya dia na anije ho pa enti God save the king and no for lining up nema omoye yinti bra And the England phone said, God save the king. On that note, and I'll pay Yaren Kofun close on some Asia. Now for boss player and any able team in Abba and the Kenya. About so on the show air today sports. Yaren Kofun close on some no. You can Simabi Abba Yaba Pananum and Ra Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong. Etnasi.
Ready milk tea. World Cup and a chassis. Yeye matches be branajo ahomachi ubetwa ti anom ansa no akwa adwuma so ansa no afrifie cocoa ni coffee extract ye de creamy milk aka ho ready milk tea pebi ya package ni kama dadada odi ani so odi nso hye ebeka ho we ready to go enti ready milk tea no or say we ready to go your coffee ni chocolate flavor onomu a ote tea ni dan kasa distributors no Kumase Ayamiensa, Fidi Ventures, Nanaya Enterprise, Don Candy Stores, and Crime, and 9. The Lord has done it Enterprise, Atakwala Enterprise, Bet Abi Enterprise, and Amola Enterprise. Ready milk tea. Eno, and a da, and was a upebi. Now breakfast, and one sem kainano, when ya ne kama. Pepsodent World Cup Nesha say, na said your teams in a bar, or mube defend the year. Sana was a defend the seno against cavities. Obey sa for Pepsodent HUC. Na World Cup season Pepsodent a special edition. Ojia who say the gold no a church World Cup no e de atoto ho. Odi choose no osini benya hoden and carboni every wanum be ham. Afei osia sin konkone ne nyina no. Pepsodent eyi e de afri ona afi aboss ne ho ban e no gam se ho ban every e cavities anajo wo oda moawa wo mo eba abedidi ewo sim no bia entumi nwram emedi sebi nsem hunu bia ewo wanum Pepsodent every smile matters Mosomtwe Community Bank PLC usika sem ne ne eboa amana tumpon baby current account savings account fixed deposit baby susu account e bi kidi account ewo yen yasoye oye ne sa loans ahodo ye ma bi ye ma agricultural loan ye ma business and commercial loan ye ma transport loan ye ma social loan, child development loan, nina, sika, ya de mawa abrabono, emu ebe hinhan e de amount. The terms of payment flexible. The interest rate that loan is no, kete wesibi, sebi anoma enum, electronic banking platform, juma, untimi ma your premises offer of phone. Now dial *992# and now download the Ghana Pay app now. Ubetima a transact business biya, ye electronic banking platform no, so continue say. And a head office, no, ewo atonso agogo jachi ko fu trader hinema kokobin edwena se ebuakwa atonso bokru eputo jamagazine abinchi market ho nyina Mosomtwe Community Bank PLC ho frene ne ndi nkomo ene anopei na yenhwe ntoto sikasem emfama 0508642705 0508642705 and 0322098076 World Cup abey insua yenyina yede ehwe World Cup no Kangen energy drinking water Kangen insuo no minerals ahodo ewo nsuo mu a also nya bit se calcium magnesium afei potassium ene iron ni nyina unya ebi na onso ode akoni padua ni se de be ya ni padua no ebenya hode maka cho se nsuo no ye omumienu ye wa acidic water ne wa alkaline water acidic water ye nom alkaline water na also onum koni padua nim ensuo pie wa adwaman so no acid ahyemu ma onomu a emoa ebetwetwe ade e de abre ni padua no bow liver o kidney ne wakoma ho ban Kangen nsuo no e na onomu a ebeboa wo Kangen energy drinking water ebi Obrema UGC Tafu New Road Abaru Junction Lizzie Hotel Santa Cruz and about Pakiki Stadium and Sumankwahini Junction ewo Ashtown for 0241449191 0241449191 0507379474 Amen Scientific Hospital, the best alternative medical hospital ewo Africa. Never cho unimobia stroke yadi edininya. Wankasa ene how ana obusuani bi ana obi bia oben wa stroke edininya fanebra. Na ode ne ba endi na miensa cry be mani pakro na sori agira ne nan so. Ne fa na adwojo a efa no ebenya hoode na ya adwuma kama. Wa bra ode ni pakro aba Amen Scientific Hospital. Aware for maware mfie pi awo ema mo ba mo benya awo ya de na ehye oni padua ni mani udi asie no afidie no ya de uhyemu a ebeyi ya de kro apie na ya de adura kan no anya yaresa Amen Scientific Hospital Kumasi Atwema Tachiman kwa na so fo ase ekwan so ena yewo enche boga wa bibia ni akra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunyane ho sehwede bi so ene ho nyina ye branches ho for 0277 001234 0277 bash digital satellite eno ameka cho say free to air no mo amutifia muso world cup obi so obeyi free to air interest ka bia bibia ni ho no me ba cho oyi 34 matches out of 104 nessa matches ni mu 70 ukwaye free to air unya bi hwe ko bash aseye obema decoder from ene matcha Mexico ni South Africa ebo ekopim the last game which is the final game 104th game ni nyina benya bia he bash decoder no eso game centers hotels guest houses restaurant individuals monko jimu decoder oye installation mo wi anu aye recharge me wa cho 33% discount yeyi ed a free recharge price no eso report junction ship mu ho ne 0556 287757 ene bash enkasa grow fine mojadro no eno na anu mu abedi di kama eno ena anu mu a obeda kama grow fine ena ema no eboa ama mfichi ko ho asem nyina no aye kama de amobu nsa problems a ho nyina grow fine ebesiesie ni kama vitamins a wodo ubenya wo grow fine emu ba bi eto no my Ghana mu benya bi ato digital bar clinic kuma say amakom runabout Bank of Africa nchen pe ho ena grow fine wo fa ne dodo 0244596532 0244596532 grow fine makes you grow fine. ABA Herbal Clinic Sofo ata Sofo rasta Sofo abrante no Sofo ahonfe eni yade nyina ono ena otu ase ede amount glaucoma cataract sexual weakness afei hypertension stroke prostate liver any kidney related diseases nyina no ABA Herbal Clinic ena etu ase ede amount oma wadru a odi gu aduanem no adi wani yade ni nyina no ekwa ni ntin so ayeso adwuma ede amount me ba cho enkranfo nyina Kaswa branch no ye fully operational Kaswa Millennium inside Adade last stop ABA Herbal Clinic ye branch no aye ready ewo ho wiki sofo ata ewo enkran a oba na wabehwe eni yade ni nyina kwada so adwuna se kumase main market e chwa doma inkro Ebenezer preschool apia kubi coast on chenpe ewo doma inkro ye branches a okwa ubenyan eno no 0541565199 and 0502812161 na oni AB akasa World Cup on start boss afutuo na was say two nkofo
omode him
baby girls and omo ma ware no afi bosomi we kosi July be 12 na fie da be 18th sorry fie da be cause ahomache matches be bre ewum boss on sa ahomache
wa wasemana
it may come a man nyina
na na mo go fie
omo na ehwe fie
e kan me ma na na 11 na
me ma ye nkrofo bi a omo hwebo fie pia e ya omo ntan nya anije e wo bo ne hwem ti ya me ma bibiri peso omo ehia na
se na wo kwa na no yereko
oh so oba ne peso okode a
I mbeso
oba ne peso okobia any problem
o manya test ben message
man matches bibiri boss anim say ni unim say dey hard wen pa ne say players me enu e dey supporters bibiri ko World Cup no omo matches bibiri na ya na dwene ahomache
players me enu be ya
Messi ni Ronaldo
enya no kre
oh
Ronaldo mfo bi anko
nzo tu
Messi ni
Mbappe ete
Ronaldo
Messi ni Ronaldo so my emre ba
40 something years we the one e go World Cup
Ronaldo
wa ba akokra
ja all anu nko akra he great entino Argentina matches no miensa na mze mu mienu akwa ahomachi 2 am akwa ahomachi 1 am ti ebesre afidie
1 am no na wo he no
1 am o say bia abonten and sorry ni bi kra so develop strategy a omo twan sorry mani bi aba
and so no you be ko he so no baby girl no baby girl
no we breastfeeding mother in the echi because ahomachi akra no be nom no fo enye fine so dey akra be ko akotena wo mse wo hwebo because of ukunti emwa akra ne health tino yesre omo
because of born ndi na ni kunti
ni kunti no odi achire
e
ma ne mpe bo mzo tu be ma ne ndi no odi achire
babo yanko esa adwene na amam for the ban dey be hard you know okay we hard you papa
World Cup no say most of the time near odd. Most of the time near odd. And a man who fee, never man no young Cohimbra. So now
I'm just an 11 p.m.
Or baby in West so
the move be a born away.
The Blaster matches no only say to say or you pass most of the Blasters matches no you be a public showing.
Na Bob so you know you don't quite.
There be only few young crowd on the air call. Na better know what me chairman could be. And the head of sports require na a fencing a running in quality actually at time.
O say yeah ko ye dwuma en kan ho. Yeah.
Sa no be about be aso de tie. We have a baby as a son and idiot.
I'm going to problem.
The time a problem. The time is too odd for our wives.
Tomorrow can wake up and I'm for when I'm wanting.
Oh, from wake up the festival occasions like this. No, you enjoy the
festival. My man,
time na man
okay. Right.
Time na ski wa there no. You say Bianca. Oh, say they here no.
Okay, more young kola any penny na wo be on a girlfriend. And that obo so on any kola nkura nyini. E bi kuko school. Kola ni fie.
Okay.
Enkola ni fie. Enkola ni fie. Obi ozo so a. Enkola bi ampu ni ho.
Allow so between no girlfriend at another back home.
Ejina mo gidie ne mo religion. Oza kaneno.
Gidie be ne religion be ne support.
Okay. Ejina de mo ye wodanum. Se motio okay, Kadia.
That no we that
oh, girlfriend only baby tea. Baby or tea crown also. And I two almost single room be only be 7.
Seven siblings.
That's all bound chain. I bet train baby at holidays. More plans over worrying on there.
Tama. The person may catch a head response. Abayano.
Oh, there may be some questions.
I know that question. On conclude. And all conclusion.
Maybe the moon is some who be anyhow.
Okay.
Head of production should do about. Was it Ghana? You didn't make it. Sami say.
And I can go for what you know.
Head of production say. So no, it's not your funny say.
Meme Bob ye di metsrew.
Ze ka shika wa hey. Se woni ye mu bia.
Ye be woni obi o wa bontin.
Na ye don't mean ye nyama.
Ye offers. Ye ba. To the man say obi o wa bontin.
Ye wa ha nya na hu ni sa bi mu hu ni sa.
And eni ye kan tell the cross say upo hu ni sa.
Bebre si hu ni so mu ya ba no. Ana say eyi okay. Onuka woni so mu hu ni sa.
Okay, onu so okay. Na ye den.
I mean ye ni sheka shedemba.
Wo de bo ba ne be ma na ye nye free.
Na nye sheka so onu sheka.
Oba ne be ma.
Ya mfonso ni hu.
Oba ne be ma.
Na omo bia akoba ne se nuafo no efie mu kra problems nya de ade. Na no say obi a me hu ya ye tu no. Ye tu
na wo ye rent control. Wo control bi ata.
Onu ni sister na tie na ye tu ni sister no. Na ni sister no. Onu ne boy say me you wetima ba. Ba wo nya ba no ba bi enye yi because that intim contain. I say also onu so call the boy ho. No ha no papa e. So on say na ho no. Nti we dey assembly ni ho no. We
yeah.
We're blackmailing. We're blackmailing.
Changing one man licenses. Babu any headline World Cup. So more attention on the World Cup.
Everything World Cup, but Yakojina Ghana for line. Yakojina Ghana for Tama. So far 1.126 million for tickets.
Okay.
1.126 million.
Got 1.126.
Sir, 1.126. Okay.
The moment point bebano. Figures a dear change na one back.
Sir, but sir, can we point in for 126 in the
actual? Ne can what is correct? But grammatically. figuratively.
One region and baby. Now point
you kind of 1.126 and kind of 1.126.
That's one na best separate 126.
Yeah, can't say the sika. So you be cast and yes, yeah. 21 kind of word here. Ope. And
1.126 million tickets.
Yeah.
Million
dollars
of American dollars, and they are spending.
And they are tickets. 3,000 tickets. Ministers say nan komo per the air for pan. But if you fancy say mono, untimin koto the air phone. And the air for pan na ba ku $66.
Yes.
But koto baby o wa omuto VIP.
And the time until 700 tickets. And I was so far the GF4.
Debbie on Vama GF4. But Tiadi you
say 700 tickets in a GF4. I was on my
to was one panel the M now open them. And so no.
GF4 I deliver. I want the Amayan and GF4 the Amayan.
The attorney say 3,000 for 1,000 for each of our 3 games. Match back or Mama is 700. Almost through GF FIFA.
I said
deliver 700, 625.
Back on the
700 na ka 300 or sa bako 300 or bako and 32 something or bako.
Inti sana is here no akwaye. Na eno na minority for more parliament say aban no we you ma yipamu selectivity abem.
The whole king was a response.
I say minority for na no
and I say the waka no be ya no say.
One of the no we aba no.
Sansem ni nyina anya no kure.
Enya no kure minority for no so munya bi. Also omo no omunya ticket. Also munya ticket ni bi.
Your presentation na e be mamboa. Many producers say minority for asem omo kan na amna be ya.
Abi odi we aba no but we know what the aba no. It doesn't respond to the minority. Tama.
Also omo ma location.
Debi also omo as minority ni there. Omunya bi na my majority for no. Ya ma MP bia 2. And our constituency ho no so a. Ahon so e de 3.
Anu na minister no say bibia say ni ho. The idea say the all can no kra na anya no. The response no say there is nothing like that.
And you know ticket we na 700 na.
What omo dia.
Eferi dia bre aban no. Say aban mo musika no eferi nkoto fie fafo. Nti eferi di some dia bre aban. Nti ne che no. E na minority for ne ka ho asem yi.
Say
minister say he say no omo 700 ticket no. Tama omo che ne say. Minister some kan no also mo che ne.
To boase.
Matumebo.
They me che ne say. Minority raises as issues. Sisi engineer nka say we dey no kra na we dey nya no.
Dabi.
We are presenting what has been said.
Efanuru nyina de obi aka na
yeka. And see enter sa. So he goes ahead to even explain. Say and now say nipa dodo na no mo hwe animu na nya visa nti. Omo che ne manu miensa. Ghana fo a omo akọ omo ade.
Omo wa bruchire ho no.
Ye omo wa bruchire ho. Na omo so free akọ ye. Obu ano na visa dada.
Onya kwan akọ.
Na Ghana fo omo te ho. Omo na omo de tickets na ema omo. Na omo fa tickets no they so the ticket also omo nya ni individual. Anya so obu ade ticket ni hye ni nsemu a. Enema bibire ni betimi asi
o ticket ne ho.
Anti ni che ne bet se block dey and o kan time bi. Sa no be ndi ama omo a because omo pe Ghana for representation of stadiums.
Na just say unko America ha na unkra visa ticket nkra wunya bi.
Na uni visa the ticket ma how dey go.
Say you how me nya ticket meeting da kwa embassy for no say.
Da ben.
Me nya ticket ntimo
mo visa na menko. O dey go da ben.
Say na dey bia.
Bravo.
Eti no Tama sisi idea minority for nakasa honorable minister so yi woman no ti ye ba ye de ombia obi anu di sem no
na omo pe cost ne ade ente mu bebre no ye mo
na mo say mean kan 1.126
and a ticket pay but what the minority for demand na more than just that what you say also maybe na president mama because you don't spend before you come and tell us. And that you should tell us before you. It's one person is a Ghana for saying a bind your ma yehu na ba ku bia be koso ye sen apart from ticket no ba ku bia ho aduane no be sen
and minority for
the things they are demanding
say my time it doesn't minister it doesn't speak to a no.
And there is Nadia means that he cannot do this because I can come here with any other day being running Retiana. But so often, or Becky can
the president does not kind in this instance, no intimate juma
because of where we find ourselves.
The circumstance in it. I just say,
because ministry no ne buying or my comedy or more corner. Or my bit overwhelmed because all my nyanas minority phone cracker say out of Nipa saying the do that's 32 31 and official America for more 31 32 okay now me MP also 31 to be a back I know say 30 you know supporters don't present. I'm not number so about say 70 something so 150.
I'm saying 900.
150. And almost aka. Oh okay, any man tia no. I'm got to say 31.
Ti we ni nyina no ye ba.
150 em say e kromi en zani nyina.
Ye wo club administrators a. Enye F no. O man for man to F na leso. Omo do omo ma ministry no.
Okay.
Into money mean classify more supporters. So money visa. Any our government institutions are. Omo de any co-ministry no. Omo mean classify more supporters. But supporters are kasa se we mu de omo kwa ko bo twimu mo me akọ support to blaster there. Tutu.
Any 32. Na we mu nyina ho an be he omo.
Aban.
Omo akeka kan. Aban. Akraba the status ni ade.
Aban.
Oh, so
yeah, Aban will take care of them.
Aban will take care of 150 people.
Yes, Aban will take care of them. Seven
tickets.
As a TV near Tia Kasei. You won't call for. They will even go to the embassy after our first game. Ebisubeko even before our first game. So tell me, I say, your mom is too. I know it's a Monday. You will conform beko the American embassy for visa.
Okay, supporters.
Yes. You go on say Canada there say nye diplomatic a year. Omo ye emphatic into uzo nipa bebre ko Canada as at na ye tie. Omo decision mai. Sometimes they be omo consider the situation, but omo state say our application no so to say oba be your biometric na it shouldn't be less than 40 days to the World Cup. It shouldn't be less than 40 days to the World Cup. It is a uti anyeye now apply Canada or China and now one way at time I take a decision on application near so to the mechanic say but America there's still a man for because American system no different near the Bema to in your catch the Bema I charge 2 days your passport to be ready to pick it up.
It is so many kakra.
Anyway,
America for
the
moment for
America for money to me who are there.
They how kakra.
Say White House they released by be defend a Somalia revenue. No, America the money who are there. Okay, say
I'm there.
Was it one World Cup? Was it under 20? Under 20 World Cup or something? They go born in Indonesia. Is it Indonesia or one country? And is it Israel or country be and a country ni refusing? Is it Israel for a whole team no visa? FIFA change tournament no at the website Argentina. So tell me I say this is the only time a FIFA hosts a tournament of the Argentina is a tournament to and no team Infantino on a press no. Clearly you can see the pressure on the show. Because nyoma anka FIFA stand for no. After the FIFA didn't say good research. And no yes amasa.
And the superpowers they did.
Because America America is America. So to the mention say America is America. And Bema border the most powerful nation in the world.
Yeah, of course.
So to the mention say it almost bendi or more immigration just because of the World Cup.
Yeah.
And World Cup here you do. What man say mom keka. Omonim said the economy will improve because of foreigners nearby.
3 billion. $3 billion.
But almost omone FIFA for ayu.
$3 billion.
Go almost say as at this stage, you know. Say FIFA say for the 3 countries they host to World Cup. But time and ye be announce omon be host to World Cup no. America na bet me abo ma FIFA. Say 3 countries let me host. Do momo so mo ye ya do em to me no mi no ye den say one here. Ebi etie kase ko bo hu no mo hwe.
No more where I see intro.
Then one can send you move.
Now I need your matter. Your mom.
Your customer.
I want to send you social media.
Your mom.
Your customer.
Your cattle. Said your mother no die.
I would also omania uno.
Omania die. Monkwande.
Anytime. All right. GFA president say the time is now.
Yes. As a Vimbia Black Stars,
and maybe them
Carlos Cruz,
coach Siabeji, captain Siabeji, every president
Siabeji.
Tama.
But for him, pass them to Nipasusa.
Oh, Tama.
Omunga Siabeji.
Now the time is now, as anything.
The time is now, I know idea.
Ya quarter finals. Give you the time, a time no.
Omunga Siabeji.
Say, what be our quarter finals no? Say the time is now, a dear Bima. Man, Maureen, if you say. And maybe near Sipele catch there and go for say, but the moon train na se Ghana Power Cup na and the moon say Africa for born in Bob.
That's a pelican.
Sunday yet
who could teach you over Biada. Matia, who be Biada. Okay.
Ain't it?
Right.
House of Folk announce in a beautiful way announce their relationship or partnership with THB. Oh, that is beautiful. With the
Abraham must send the buy na.
Oh, with the
THB ya we come home semina.
Na me maka dey na for.
Na omo akwa.
Oh, say Obekaya the car say the management of THB were scratching on straw. Sisi Emet Makato say they are on top of the mountain. Oh, she said, yeah, THB to me
relative to wine.
To Kotoko.
And there's a whole Jones them sign. Mention a nice way or the Jones them sign.
That be nature sign any day. Tama nature sign any day.
I never say,
oh, my God, they were struggling. See, the only me and that they are way through. Now, I can tell you, say, THB Nikotoko. A coye.
Now, you men and him go in.
But do a bit of neck at home.
You have what trans sign nice one. Okay.
It's THB for Tama. THB on your screens.
Now go give her the here.
Is that keep her there has a salon no more?
There we so on your side. When you side, I'm said the cocoa work up now. I'll not talk. Hobby na ya monidi say oka ho. Now so BBC na wo hobby nkonye pedium. Hey. So mama from into myself for cap. Hey, I went I go do it here.
Oh, it's emergency be bad and you bet my boy.
Emergency be a macre. Baby, what do now here? Unless some here actual. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I say no because the picture looks nicer.
Now, Tama, I casted him.
Oh, yes, so we have.
Said you were in Ghana how?
Usually, AI and my Nippon we have. Oh, you don't say AI is a picture. And no, at the when you event, the iPhone for the year when you filter and this and when you might be brewing, you know, the abandoned, you now original because I make. Actually, Nana say,
oh, you could come on.
So there's always America for
no man. When you already saw person in Pabao Kruma, Obejin at the end in Pabao Kruma.
Now, as a bonus, when Yanko for Momo.
Oh, they've never born in Yanko for this is the game has something. We sell it to the people, and you need the people around to keep it firing. Madam, since I may have brought going to know if you so in any born your empire, a bequa brooch and near Koji and in Yasaba. Zane Peno. Okay. Zane are bumpers in Yamabe and the Sama. Amen.
I don't say I said,
David. Maybe I need a Sabia to bear maybe a cow business trip will be maybe out in 2 weeks, be 10 days be.
Oh, okay. No holidays.
Holiday only heard of what you
Me ya kasa.
Oh, no, hope you have to because I know you only had that's what you need.
Aha, we are nice baby girl be.
Oh,
wasaba.
Fun line.
Na baby girl can want to go abuchi ma.
David say to abuchi. Say, I go abuchi na. Na me hu so obi to be twerking.
Who ya adwuma so go business trip.
Business.
Who go adwuma no say baby girl.
Yeah. So to keep you company.
Hotel room. Mo ko trip back be scan be san.
David said
everything, no.
Say, yeah, it's a tournament. We walk be now. World Cup, Nibia, oh, yeah, Jumai. Now, say I have a pleasure. Fun. Can you mean we are no about to be but no, I have refreshed with information, with no stress, no about but 12 Jumaso. Na BBA to me. I have a penny you. Auntie, it's a net to here.
Yeah, Kone, shower cab, nothing.
How much it will cost one? So President Canada.
What is it?
Say it's about $11,000. I don't know decided so moon for everybody bring. There was the cost involved. All everything put together $11,000.
But
he said the president can you as my president can. I don't think that the cost of transporting one person from Ghana to America and back, feeding everything put together $11,000.
Na visa ni na account.
Everything put together $11,000. You know, yes, and it's don't be limited, you know. And a couple would say America for to refuse us, you know. And the union more country, no more. No, wait, them na make president can because in challenge president and I say.
Oh, challenge president. The president so inipa. Oh, inipa. To you can question question obi ade and just challenge no. So I say.
Oh, question.
I was all busem. You want to interrogate it.
It came in as a second thought. At the end, say Komoko embassy one. Na supporters na na my person do moko no. Omu nyina asa kan ya. Say 11,000 na ke baka spend wo mo. Eye visa na omu anya no. So tell me chance. Eye visa na omu anya no. E na ban take plan B say. Ye supporters na say do mu fi Ghana ha no. Say do na anya visa there. Then Canada, US, maybe a Mexico, the infant say US and Canada there. Ghana for be nego. In Tiadena, say half one enya there, I am prepare more hono, near more ticket. So tell me, say, no, but that is the truth.
The president did not say the
fundraising was done. A fundraising was done to send supporters to US.
Very good.
The number of supporters that was sent to the embassy to get visas. Opo mo fa figure na na yenhwe nipa bebre na refuse to those I refuse you to we're not they no money part of the government plan.
No, but the way can I say those who go and no money refuse abai bebo ba ko bia ho ka
no na make say no na afterthought e dey see ye na kofa baaye
so the cost no say afterthought
and me to won't here time ye World Cup yi omanga so me nipa 800 na beko Eboa, among some of the Nipa 800. Among city. That time 11,000.
And they are not on a cost and they
know 11,000. No, they stated it. That time almost say one person beer. If I'm right, one person beer, they were mentioning around $9,000.
$9,000.
Eboa was around $9,000. It's government they prepare the pom do moko. Which na government na your budget ready to cater for them. And send Nipa here can you more opportunity do na ko embassy. So mo ko visa e na dodo na anya it is a dodo na anya dia as a government plan B. So the plan B was okay, so mo Ghana hana ka ban do mo ko na ntim dodo na anya dia then baby e ko bo work be Ghana for to take it na ya to no take it na ya to mi to time o man pani ko ka asem no wo UK no na ya to take it in dada and they be ma mo ko embassies no
account
documents no dada. It's yes, from day one, the plan was Yakoboka 11,000 and 11,000 the doors into Yankofa, Ghana for more Canada and the US and
Jajamuna, head of sports woman. I'm saying what the president said and how it will cost the government. So the reason why, and the voice is here. The producers will tell me about voice no. The whole you know, we're quite now for doing no say. The expensive. The trip was expensive. And for that, I buy intimate for the part of Dona and Co.
And no captain.
As you know,
Abana will come once. So 11,000. You can spend 11,000.
So let's
yes, and I make a say, Sandy Pana, Abaya so do mokono. So Comunia Vesana. So 11,000 I can once and can spend on them.
And they say, your mom, the same amount.
They say, Ebiena.
Each person, you still spend 11,000.
See, I remember some catchers and say, and yes, I man who got who say, Sicanus Tiena supporters Nedomokono.
Oh, there be Zano guy.
No, that's your president voice.
There
be Zana Walker.
Abano say, president say, at any expensive. And for that, Ghana, and to me, and for supporters be Blanco. It's the few supporters, supporters require limited. Yes, voice no, or limited to the supporters group now. You need more than to those supporters group no plus Ghanaians in the diaspora or more anyway, you know. They are detecting their mom. Let me see president voice now.
No, say assemble the to assemble ho. Assemble a political talk akraba.
Well, fantastic.
The political talk about.
If you want to attend the game, you will get a ticket to attend the game. And so we have organized our chapters, our Ghanaian citizens in Boston, in Philadelphia, in Canada. And so the tickets that we have purchased, we would give to them to be able to watch the match. If any of you want to travel across and get tickets, I think that there's a way we can manage for you to get tickets. It's difficult to take our supporters from other domain. We are restricted because of the nature of this particular World Cup. It's being held in 3 countries, and we're playing our first match in Canada and then moving to Boston, from Boston to Philadelphia, and the cost of transporting, feeding, accommodating each supporter, we say we're being fiscally disciplined. We cannot, spend our money in that manner. The cost approximates for each person to be fed, accommodated, transported, and all that, to watch the games, tickets, and all that, is estimated at almost $11,000. And so, how many can we take? So, we're concentrating mainly on the supporters' unions. They have a tradition of following the team to different places. They've been here to the UK, they've been to Germany, and they are registered members of the supporters' union. But what we're doing is, we are procuring tickets for Ghanaians in the diaspora who want to attend the games.
We the Mentias say, Nanya visa related. Obeso chere say, a cost nti yem pani pa bebre nko. Mebwa, Ejenya sana atin.
Sana pampanyi.
Bro,
just ana dibo dian na ebe mu from where you.
The American say.
Almost so imagine when you pan on the econ. Boarding. Sana pampanyi person. Ne boarding. But you see, this is what Mampanyi is saying. Then we also come to our opinion. Make sure from day one, normal omo checks who ne born that.
Of course.
From day one, normal checks who ne born say
$11,000 and you're the first time.
Yeah, we are now last month
9,000.
But other captain member. Nenye weekly and this year abusumu ya na ehun se be call $11,000. At least the rough figure has been around since we qualified. So the point is, Mampanyin is a very good communicator, Mr. Otuo. You need to give him credit for that. At the end, say, they were willing to spend. So let's change the narrative. Of course. That's the point. It will be very difficult because him say 11,000. But still near preparing for the Omako. So imagine see the Omako. And as Uncle Fu in a visa now. You can spend 11,000.
And the desert visa no money.
Exactly.
Abu Ghana.
What did it? Because no to minimum say, Ebia, you too kind. Maybe be our 5 cities. My checks now, Missy Omoye 10 cities. Now, Miss Make me have a nipa million. Now, say, Mrs. Nipa 10, a kugu cano. No man come number caso, and Untino, Mimpesa Messifu, until my funny pam, you know. It means I'm lying. I'm not being transparent with the American.
Anyway,
because in Canipane ko prevesa ni nyaya. 11,000 we are going to spend on everybody.
Captain,
And
Bremen,
we
I'm
prepare-
going
Yes, yeah, didn't pay 800. We prepare towards the 800
by buying tickets.
The fundraising, the fundraising.
Ticket 3,000.
So the tickets, most of the supporters, what to ticket and nature is all. As assuming as
for every game,
1,000.
Go, so you're to 1,000 tickets. Meaning 1,000 tickets near toy, they prepare for nipa 1,000 at the ako. Irrespective of the cost involved, which is $11,000. Still no, you nipa 1,000 na kebeko. Because I nipa ticket near toy, Uto ticket in the
games.
Yes, Uto ticket in the canipan application,
yeah,
to prove to the embassy say nipano. Say you refuse the ticket na be go because yan ticket yan to in your like yan tonfa within sheho. Ya to a number keke. Inti betimi na amajibo apply. Jibo enya number no ho yen ka se jibo ambenti no. That ticket is being useless. So now the government have enough ticket to distribute because these people did not get the visa. But as a president, you also need to find a way of changing the narrative. Of course.
Changing the narrative.
Of course. Because ticket initially and tosse the more abruchiri.
Of course, send a situation now.
So if in Comunia visa now, despite $11,000, we would have still spent it on close to 800 or
but president said we need to be fiscally disciplined.
Exactly. And you know, from day one, then you can see so we indirectly we say if indeed you wanted to protect our financial situation and can't find the pound because any people bring in our coin and fire no munya what to ticket na mom then aka saka so odi ombeko ntigeduru on e baba ka say yajiama but yen fa nkwana would that have been the conversation
the captain cabinet back for me
I still consider the all kind of say ordinary deductions and why
now do deductions
I'll go by what the president
said. Deductions
the fact that you to take 1,000 that don't mean 1,000 na echo
na get
take this auto allocation here baby even Black Star Square Players Square or no we allocate some ticket to them for of course aside that if you know any pair account the government until President Becca no more can say your friends say you talent ticket and for that it will be echo you na yet 800 be minister no e kan ye because to obet ma visa now so take it ya ma take the one van kwa and onya all this thing come into play so the president say you have been physical discipline and if you come out to say you will not agree with what the president said I will do actions. Oh no sir how does what say so charge you contract to you don't agree with him so charge you a contract viewer
you target a certain number and yeah fundraising towards it which you ska no yes ye nya o sika na na ye pede akobo mo kan ye nyan for nipa 800 it nipa 800 na the sports minister be ka say do mo ko work up no ye fundraising yo mo huska
eto ticket brand
eto hu ticket say nipa ye do mo koi o mo hu ticket ni because so be a supporter nam so to koya application e advisable say at least ubenya mad day ticket e de ama no eto mo koya application nyina sa nyoma ni nyina aka ho etinye say nipa 800 ne enye omo budget scan da o the money was there.
Let me read what the sports minister and government to sponsor only 800 fans to the 2026 World Cup. I'll say he disclosed that the cost per supporter is estimated around 9,250.
That was earlier.
Covering airfare, accommodation, local transportation throughout the tournament. So it means that not abina in the budget at all. At who ticket? So you 1,000. Everyone say the 800 they must supporters. Not 200 no. Kiachena ediama ebi omo
supporters babon say 100 be 200 be no abamum per no dey farm abon
okay babo the plan was if kasan 800 for nyina nya ticket na omunya visa na enka aban be boss aka no was any pay nyina ho
na minister say 9,000 na president 11,000.
That was then. That was in March 31st. Make sure say be additional expenditure. And you may be able to the government. The point is the government was ready. No to the government was ready to spend on 800 people. You are only saving because of the American embassy. You are not saving because we sat down and realized that the amount is high.
That was the plan B.
The one
all the 800 were not going to get a visa. Nobody can tell, say, from the one all the 800 were going to get a visa. So it was a plan B.
Never 800
for that.
We pay the coin never 800. It's a US embassy nipa 800 visa na. It was
not going to happen.
It's a US embassy now far more. And I myself man pay you so ticket in Canada. The
now, Captain, they have a can say. Assembly will be a cabinet deduction. And you got to be deduction already. One no president can one tear say and I did that so come. So that's your deduction. Philo 301. Oh, yeah, Joaka, we have philosophy. As well, we have philosophy. Philo 301, Joaka, deduction. Assembly Obi can. The Uti and now the Unions and Wajuna Kabi. Uzo because we did that, no. Now so they know the yeah, go that one. From day one, Nankabaya say, I didn't born anything. If you hire home for supported, you could do what you be ticket with the amount. If that was the plan A, they would have accepted that after. Anyway. Babu, any other ones?
Come on, so okay, a honorable Demagbena campaign, no. So,
honorable Edem. Also, we say honorable Edem. Honorable Edem. Say I know, yeah. But the one and honorable Edem. What I say, my good friend. Or the two just say, Scanoso. They one na Edem, the buy. Edem, they one. Into Edem must be consistent. Emma man for crab fire Edem say. They didn't know yes, sir. Because Edem who say, Ghana hands is here, and no more boarding. So if you are spending $9,000 on a person just to go and watch football match,
leisure.
And yet, it's Adam the Muto. Obi say Adam say you bet me about so why consistent. What I say that's on who say Nko be Kofi Adams ah. Kwama Kofi Adams emon ka dey one na kiasiegu. Kiasiegu Kofi Adams so
but also with him. Yes, people criticize and all that. To be able to answer my woman. To see a bonipa back $11,000. Sika o de buy sika mu a say a bro be 150 million. Mama come as me come there also all there.
Is it almost 130
130 million.
Yeah. 30,000. That's 31.3 billion.
And the bobo ni pay tira go mu ntimi ma economy.
Because any peku ya wa mama nko abruchi na de oyi 30,000 crowd more more.
1.3 million, 130,000.
Yes.
Some banko ball Zambra.
We cry now. They be an sports minister. Kase, yeah, no quite make sure see the Obebo.
Oh, send bad on
Hajis Escano. If you need the money came for the corporate Ghana.
Someone said this is Gasi dia. Omo kosra.
Do kosra mo scan from mo
say bi ni emfanye hospitals ni. Omo say bi ni emfama emo madwetri.
They say I say Adam press. I say a friend and a crown.
Said also I said yeah aban wo sika pa.
Oh, and I am sure.
And the time you one cannot say Honorable Demagbena succeeded in his campaign. One cannot say that.
Oh, but then they nya adwuma. They ka wan nya aban no. Wa hyenko for born zane
of course.
And na MP na ni abre no. MP na ni abre no say ye nyina na ya. Oh, na mo de bibia ba zembazi de tu yen.
Is it yeah more a minority for kakana among funti be we na
minority double kawo am pesi to be grade and to minority for kwa de o man ka bi am pesi to be grade kra minority for de debi
abo no akọ ba bi ana
debi o to ba
say na de why
danger minority for no and come take Adam stance ni bi anke ta o ma chi but na minority for no kra do mo say pe mo slot am pesi to be am do kan kra ya mo mutu o so bebe that minority so mo nya bi kwa o ma nya national adwuma no
olu enjo na be kan ayi bo ni minority mbayi
e for na bi da
afenyomo
o mo yo
no tu edu ade de o ma ka
no mbem na be ka
Jawana mamifa you so you know see tie bi no so yae mamifa we pay
yeah opening ceremony and the World Cup na pay yeah
Jawa
tie bi so mo ko Kenya
massive
I'm going to international
yeah
big showdown
I remember free go to konem say
big showdown Haas and Kotoko wrestle over Wales-based Ghanaian Chris Bafo.
Abi do go with
Tama information epic say Haas and Kotoko Chris Bafo
on na Euro Park
no
no some because o ba ko
to he say Haas na ye
wa mega so ba ko to
Haas do mo ha be
ade ba for you na hwe
ba so say me dia ma
David me nka me dia ma o Monsieur Haas do mo ha be jim o so ko bisam Tama say boss o ma ni bla bo enya obi e
ana say dey
o ba ya djuma
ana say guy ko obi ma blaster national team da o so ani ayi na is waiting na no
as dey
I say ko da so
na onye coach
the when am busa say so you coach ah
we say and now me the video bi buy friend say Tama uti Fatao
there's happen no
me one Blasters camp Fatao crowd here
the next
Fatao Shaiku I say this is the next Kotoko coach Fatao Shaiku omo camp here omo work our USA
so was say
ebi o jam for
story ne ba bonten no agro na edidi wo camp no to who no man fans the next Kotoko coach and no man fans
video ni the next Kotoko coach no so enti Chris Bafo no
ya na man for
the those has no wadi
has the mo be twitwa
ya na man for the bufu bo na next week next Kotoko coach dia ba bonten
na dem family
na say say we anya
no see ya next Kotoko coach no
ultima aduma no Tama
Kotoko coach unim
has pe coach na no nya na no ne beka eno beka cho say omo na eyi akasa enim ana ese say Airbnb any Croatian bi
onyanko positive
enti dia to positive for super say coaches there ba beto say they obi happen na no NCC chairman say about over 600 CVs now for the aba
one na CVs na bring na eba sa bebre sa
ade anya din
ade ba kwa ha
600 me de coach bi CV akoto Gambia ni
ade ba kwa ha
na unya email na zo
when it comes to coaching
do CV akoto Gambia
the character of the coach the character of the coach minim coaches bi a be ma boda amount for recommend o mama house foka suban bi a emre bi atwa mu da na di wo mo class nti they say house no so we recommend coach kwa ma ma no ma asa afa chiri
akohim
no ma ko club okura coach na coach no ma ko him because o ma ba be drew pointer o ma hu say another coach obeba has been amso2 we kwa akoba say one season middle of the season ya pamono no we kwa akofa asem de abreboard nti omo mpese omo be yes mistake ni bi ena omo mpe coach a oba amso2 asa wa obi a oka bi a oka obi so nka bi so tell them just because omo hu say recently coaches no maba no omonya problem with them when they are dealing with the especially with the board chairman so the meche no ti sanyo mani nyina ya nyomo mo consider ba for say me ma guidelines no ti coach bi wo ho a utisi ebo ni deeper no akoye disu ban
me follow
pa say coach I no want a club I no hard you know you free has adwuma nim
me patch me follow pa
so you has
we say be din
o you free has
club pa na
dey say ewia security kro obi kura tim ne papa nya asem obi bi ane papa wa
adwene ha na wo mu wo great
of course
coach bi o ha on tolerate anything from anybody obi
oba allow kakra
for instance my example classic example between and Smith and Dobin and say we a chairman I saw comment on the selection on Friday and Saturday
throughout the week
so about training Thursday Friday
okay
now be training ni bi now can say oh I'm training I'm ready training no obomodia you will sit down the mount win training unsi hoda on why coordinating the training sessions no was all there be sad ya masumesimo oh yes sir coach be bro monti ase
but o say say we coach bi ka bi wa ha sa Ya pamona no.
O de bi gyina so no be si aka no.
No to mfa ya pamono.
Ebia so no be si aka no.
Asem obi ka bi o has.
O me ba.
Sebra training ground.
It depends on the presentation.
They can count.
Sebia, you must say Toby, coach said because the training session they determine those who play on the day. So and you I mean to be can just sebra. But the person that you trust, no one, let him be part so that we can have a discussion on Friday. But so if you were training that, I can't be a training on or what's the money more. So the coach be answer you because me failure you sack me.
Exactly. But that's the issue. No matter the kind of job security crowd my coach.
And a coach papa be difficult.
And it has no.
Difficult I'm gonna say in coach.
Obi wo ho a my mama example. Time a Hansi Flick ko je Barcelona adwuma no. You coaches be ho money. Tony za.
Do akoje.
But reason why Barcelona call for Hansi Flick ni say omo situation omo. And almost study background of coaches omo po omo no mu say there be omo gina ne de. Se ko fa Hansi Flick ba. Onye obi a oye oni ebenya problem. Obeko out to criticize the situation e wo mu no. Ono de obetimi accommodate say this one. Then yem fa Hansi Flick. So tell me say.
So very accommodating.
Yes.
And so it means a Hansi Flick no kwa ye kasa. Unti me say man for fawebo.
Yes, but ono say do see handle no man. Ono mo betina so beto ato. Another example by Munich. Reason why they went for Vincent Company after doing a lot of consultation.
On the side my end.
No they will be or they Burnley co-relegation.
Near favor.
Na say adwuma da by Munich. And yes that one now. But the mizo toti omo tena se hu say. Once your coaches ni bua ti Antonio Conte. Problem bande. Then it will start creating tension in the team. But obi wo ho a mizo to onfa ma bontin ma media ni hu. But obemi atena dem ni ayede ni asobo. Anase aside ye sobo no se nyina yetena se ne ye ka na asem no ebia otena se no se ompanyifo asem omo kan eto asomo a o ye nko ono so betia cheche Luis Enrique he went here Khalifa Hano Sika Enrique also by the first 8 months na Enrique to training grounds wo omo buza se na o yere no ma wa so do omunya omo no be ye adwuma omo se akona ko be ba bia han da mo se menko
I don't want another.
I want that for 8 in the first 8 months. Almost no against what them.
Go fie.
It's anytime you person will take a decision. Ebi Enrique against the decision. Otimi chire mo mote ase.
Exactly.
They were against even Mbappe going as a free agent too. Was it Enrique sat them down for like 2 hours. Emo reason why yes. Oh yeah, France for superstar. You bet in the generators can be brave. But if you build the team na team ne be the star of Paria sikana ye benya ne be chen de Mbappe nko ade be mai eti ye ma ne nko
akonu kwa tom pam do
so tell me chance
Ghana had the energy some for coach on the title
papa I say mo spin on pam
what
so de nkola na
I say was ya de why yes awunya adwuma ne bi
no Ghana has say no omunya coach awaji league awa said abobra and the
I think the word is being reasonable.
Some of the comments imagine you see me engage coach be recently. Now imagine say to have a meeting. Now one party unumasi from behind. Now person me say reasonable with that same person. At the end of sometimes I know the person was saying that players here it's more of an interest of somebody more than the interest of the club. But because that person is closer to the chairman, and indeed the recommendation leading to play an Eban was from that particular person. In the presence of the chairman a one-man team or was our guy 5 or 6. Not good. Into Komana to say, or more recommended players no mobile. Wow, dear no airborne normally we have more favor from the chairman. So indirectly these people will come at you. Because I'm not Bobo and I'm not the chairman in chain. Chairman on the coach near. Ebi ono
park
now who park no so. Ono so oni pe bi oben chairman be kan say asumasi o kan say. So onim say meeting now no metana any suggestions now they ban. It's not coming from.
So you bring in a superior argument.
It's not coming from a genuine point.
A technical man. And teach him.
All my coach in Juma Eden pa. Coach for a free club.
Who do the one say am fa dia. On push am dia no.
De on kwa wo ka.
Who do the one am fa dia on push am.
Unya team coach you.
Enya sa o match
I was to winning at that interview be.
Sure.
And ras and rich you say timer Edu Okaso change goalkeeper Ramsdale. I don't know if you have listened to the interview. Edu akwano national team England for no be buye o was e ba me a odi obe come back so dem man nko e che results ba na abeje fans but you have a conviction di what so timi
ese we make superior argument
what's no mu ya
ba ko
I'm
the coach ebu awa chire mu
me na me coach
me coach na the musa cat can ho ente ebu also am Otuo the coach was given an instance oh han nipa na ba say chairman say
sana whole system
on nipa ne kasa ai no nipa ne kwa no akwa kan chairman akwa no mu ade o
say nipa also fara na for
because time onim
we no look at example okay we are justify the has in fire coaches
the tifa Didi Dramani any nimpeni for no for instance Mawuli Wayo Hamza Isa and Duku now Hamza Isa to me could be a 5-6 matches not on Shego. Maui whatever could be a 5, 6, 7, 8 matches and San Shego. Duku no a work vision not or deliver by or more because we only ahead of him. And so baby south. My resume will be Duku be about nation a vision now or marriage. I then had the Omui important Kaya who say be open. Ebia say so to me convince you or more so on better say but until I was spirit argument now can make so to me convince on better say but how can I still you are not they are not getting you the results there and on better say
more often no yeah na omni ye ade fufu that boy so
yes
omni mu ye ade fufu sa ade no ombi se no kra ne bi adi ska ba me ade etim no
I kasa unti
menka say asema ba for kana me side menka say eno na ma didi no problem but me din komo ha obi ti sam Isa also whilst we are looking at the results now some players here come asem nyina Otuo they look at the market side Hamza Isa has he last season now there were offers around him something the way team no boka say Hamza Isa and you said ni kudwa so ni e ton na e beto a ye wu coach na said dey so make sure say sa player no Otuo oba obo improve no say dey be ye betimi aton no amatim na nyesa of course ebia abroduku ya moken has to na say young player from Vision and ameboa
yes
ebia oba no Otuo club ni feel say based on the ton no na say Ghana players ombo Premier League na no omo nyina wo agents o dear chin dear some must send the offers to clubs now. And I say Kotokobo a friend say Debbie over the boy Emmanuel entry. No one agent be frame say when you offer man. As you say boy super Kotoko terminating the contract. So to the imagine it's one way now terminating the contract. Agent need the kono kwa jiska. It's who coach is woba. Club na da hono Otuo ye wo players a mufu so betimi aton mama na yeyi
the chain
so tell me
I don't know the winners card
what me map yakopɛ sɛ me ba ya and the player we mayi kwa we fa we kugina ene de obed
odo boso
we ye coach na ukɔ na do kokɔ ne nam sɛ bibia me boafu a unya tim nkochi da
two team
wo de hwete San Antonio Conte Otuo se Conte ni club ya Odobo hu ne next club ebia na Saudi Arabia noko but say top club power Europe wan send Subaya there be am foul
nkwan team for adwene
Debbie
right but for NAS so we na fe World Cup team man na World Cup
now they should also especially the people around the chairman we can move beyond have to make sure that club
na ball club ni dia na ntum fu ye ntum ye de nim ye be se tunu fu ye
domo wo ya wo si okura ase kura ma si okura fi okay ni nyina dos
honestly I'm say THB has to folk marriage no many aje ho
the mo bi anko kan ho asemo
yeah many aje ho because
THB bi abekwa guguza wa ni
omba kotoko ma yadwuma o omba ko ma yadwuma pa this season ya wie THB is running at a loss Asante Kotoko because Otuo yes the replica no it's not going because of performances of Asante Kotoko lately but it's affecting them big time The winner.
So, advice you
maybe not so down for name.
And then no. And then no. So the Kotokone has so the performance tie any business with them, you have a problem.
And then no
because the needs teams you don't tie any agreement with them on performance. You fast strategy from the beton at the end and results.
Maybe. Well, I mean, young has the energy, but that is
the sense okay. You're from the business side. Think a THB and yet a November no renewal contract now, and he do at the end of the season. Maybe think a season by November they renew contract. Time and no renew contract no contract number a year. THB has been with Kotoko for the past 3 seasons, and I'm a boy. If they are making that loss,
I don't know.
They will be in a hurry.
Maybe they hope be.
It's also 3 years.
No. The whole thing is that it's not bad. The business has not been all bad. Be specific. Say this season. I never talked about last year. Of course, that's why they be in the business. But this season, because of Kotoko performance, Mr. Tom was talk over bad thousands of a year ago and go out. They confirm say Kotoko winner. This is in the court. I just say most of the things that we do so the supporters who costed you more, so the supporters to team BBR tired with results. So the results has affected them. But not I'm happy because almost Kotoko platform so to more expanded more tentacles. And they sign with Mediama Africa. Now it has to full. So it becomes bigger and larger. That's why I say I'm happy with more business now because they've received a lot of criticism, a lot of questioning. But they are selling through, and I think it's good. It's good. I'm happy for them. Yeah.
Captain, that's it. Oh, THB figures. Oh no, my human coin is one.
Oh, the human said,
there's a Unimum. Of course. Because the old challenge Harry figures. Oh, come yes, I work up the no. About Ghana, come on. And now there's an England for no born was so crack.
We are sure we are good.
That will be a Ghana between England. World Cup now. Team BNU Awaji World Cup. Team BNU Awaji World Cup Ghana. Yeshian World Cup Ayashada.
There's always a first.
We don't buy the number draw.
So you're hoping.
Also win it. Ghana win the end. You might be brilliant.
And now 2014 squad no. Issues in the best around there.
There was one of the best squad.
Issues because when you talk about maturity, consistency. Baby, I build the team ni free. Even when you call half concrete na engine. Every match be a blaster. Now, hey, na Ghana better than Egypt abobo. Na akoshe Egypt says. Say so, Mizoto. Take Ghana and Egypt go ball. Na Ghana share. Debbie. It is that for 2014 team. They were just unlucky. And the issues best on there. But side team way.
Osadi Sudan so share Ghana.
Side team way. Yami enim no kreni. Football do be enim say BBA team see. By better analyze obi strength. Na who weakness. Near where can you see any other bit maybe? Oh, you're Ghana, and now when that's what's a Ghana Bishi England at Wagin. Your chances of your chance, see a bet me a qualifier, your concentration should be on your first game against Panama. And they say, you to walk up no, say the FIFA for your enemy. And Sunday, about call a year the round of 32 no. Say group no, the winner and a run up. And 8 teams, third place in best 8. It is yet to me 3 points. You to yet to me 3 points against Panama. Yet to me Panama say Kima. After you secure, you have 8 no. But England there, am yen no kuni say Ghana for ya woni da so say be England team we am so we cannot beat them
bit much me anya point
team manager
Panama is
bit much Panama tina tad no na ye gina so ye fa no fe e ma me hwe games no enu ntia na waka brief fiti ase a omaden ko pa bi na to e tina tad vinake wa ba wa himfio problem bia wo face ye se ensuo guguo e boso me wo bu nsa ensisusu ye ni nyina mu no wo ta dwu a wo benya nsonso bone mesi adro no e titi adro ye nim no tina tad vinake eno ene ne ehia mu ntia ne ye mu amokoto tina tad malake no e sin 2003 ana adi nkofo kagina mu e bra ta for the tran mo so na bo a wo mo so fever mo muti dwo mo gaga okwa wo so wadro ye tina tad malake eno ene ne ehia mo nhyɛ no nso Monsua osanti hangover ana fe wuyam bufa so ni nyina hawo no abusua mesi wadro tina tet tomac mixture eno ane ne ehu hia na tie ne ye so ani so beda ho na betuma kan ade no wakan ne ye no wadro ye tina tet hayan capsules wunya bi pe abusua obekai ba abo anadwo sanso abetu ka homache atwira nwumre so bia eni atwire before capsules mema no wuti go now so fire ewo edem ni nyina ne se before capsules no ma ugira wona so che na afanyema ekoyie adupai nation wa ba eton bibia no wo bowura mu a obenya bi ato 0205 180012 0501 1619871 no wonya tenate etimiato Camel natural solution shower gel eno no bia edidware imprempren kwapem ni bese e Kinded Investment Limited ena ko obi man so eno akofa de aba ye wo flavors no maako ensia ye se ye mepo hwede no enti tuntum chocolate ni pakoko eyi wede no de apie fakakra bi so sapo no mu po na ve ahuro no puku bo sanyama ekoyie eno nti e blueberry and lavender coconut and vanilla aloe and milk, avocado papaya, rose and white tea, and honey and milk. When you know, would you dare? Din say, already know a baby fe. We will run every being who would that a both commercial and crime 0243 74 48 55 0244 371459 Wonya Camel natural solution shower gel etimi ato adronie ba kope Green Life Hebri bibini to maplas yentra ho ema ulcer tenkrofo sa eniti eye peptic ulcer gastric duodenal stomach ulcer bibini to maplas e wopemfo nka ho de wonum amakra enufo ni nyina mu nso no ni nyina mu no ontimi enum bi meka wewie pa bottle ne de ya design fe nkofo sa ene masese na ho de anada na ho de nda so giram dika eniti abowra Misty Heba Ferments Heba Angelos Heba Arms Heba Apidank Heba Smart Heba Obuase Clement Heba Obuase Takwa Fonko Abscott Heba Obuase Heba Ewo Takwa Linda Heba Nonso Ewo Takwa Hona Promise Heba Ewo Kumasi Adum Obenya Bi Ewa Ha The Bita Pharmacy Ewo Enkran Honsu Obenya Bi number 0541 337 816 0256 431 200 na no so enyama atumi ayekama ade amount tieniye de wope Nokia phone Samsung iPhones with accessories no Franco and Yabako, Nidianefo, and Yamada Hoye, one more microwave, blender generator, CCTV camera function, monitor video anytime, anywhere, and it took gram nave, took what chichi, now Hunian Kofoya, connected to François, and Wodada, a double jewel, a doom old Malcolm, Kofor Clinic, New Kajetia, Honano, Obiazo Franco, Yenyo, Deni, we a boy, number no, 0245 316969 0245 316969 na nyama ekoyie ohenre akoso doya power or the power and esa yade no enu nti fatty liver sanso na hepatitis ulcer fibro kidney stone ye the SK no ade aba eyemkeka ene ye tu ase o Ghana ha wo bia wanya bia no de ne de no ekọ liver care ye ntra ma de bia no dialysis 70 na wo sika nyina no nwuna na enwunu kọ bomodin nunum bi na fe liver no ensiesi o kama enra yi ye bomodin ram awa kra kwabenya ACP road power bar stop yin bi eto mo kumase fe yase buzuntu road adro ya na junction no so hon so obenya bi etimato takrade anaji estate one bank ne pen 0244 544422 0200 383831 na no so wo modem atumi anya power atumi ato ensuo ne ba kopɛ ɛyɛ krogen ye kokumase ya santo a opposite wa ho na factory ne kase no ɛwɔ adwabo bi a wokɔ ase no mesi ɛyɛ ɔrepansuo ɛno ɛna muda ho krogen ɛyɛ 0539 596165 bon and ɛyɛ Marvin and Mavis omo yentafo Marvin ewo Canada and Mavis ewo UK oma me afie ne mane Vidash abuso ne nyase nkamom ne ma happy birthday and Enestina jamfu a okosku of Mighty Jesus Educational Complex oma me and papa Ike and Janet asie nkamom na ye wish mo happy birthday say radedi afe e de akamom fie ho ene ebra Enestina idina with boss
well, Debo, and a World Cup now. Azteca.
Yes. Unse Mexico need the only country. I think I host 2 World Cup, so 3 times. Wow. And yet that easy.
Traditional South American
stadium here. You can once Azteca Stadium here, traditional World Cup stadium. A lot of
3 times.
A lot of memories when it comes to the World Cup. That the great Brazilian team of 1970, Italy 4-1. Our final no. ASR Stadium, yeah. That was Pele's last World Cup. That team that had Rivellino, the dribbling magician, part of the Brazilian team. ASR World Cup, yeah. Then the great Diego Armando Maradona best World Cup. Some of the memories Ojai 86 no. ASR Stadium, yeah. Okay, the final game against Germany, their historic meeting against England, Ekofa the hand of God go nearby no. Nti a stadium when ye that ye transnear show the history of the World Cup. The 2 great players before recently Omomo so much Omudin to say the likes of Lionel Messi, Luis Nazario de Lima, Zinedine Zidane, Omacho Omudin in the history of the World Cup books no.
Who if you Ronaldo?
So we are winners.
Oh, okay.
So to them they were instrumental because menuna me di kan bo mudi no to players are winning World Cup no
no say Ronaldo enche goal
knockout stage
of the
World Cup. Yeah,
sanity.
Yeah,
on Zan winning best player,
man of the match
any World Cup.
Yeah.
I didn't
no, sir, to
Ronaldo of all people.
A bit diverted the
few goals I watched a World Cup no was at the good.
A biwo I dream for when it comes to the World Cup. A bit few say so we could boss 7 games. Okay. Now everyone's about 2 World Cup tournaments. 7 you know about final. Before we able to 18. Now about 14 games. GM fan say Pele of 58. Pele of 62, even though about few matches are 62. Pele of 66 and 70. Ebi aka matches obo ye nyina abo ma to be 21. So can you say sa 4 World Cups you obo no G2 or the greatest player because of few matches no born the World Cup no. Okay. Among for so adwene bi say World Cup near born 4 years. You were top leagues and you will beat the Champions League and you will Copa Libertadores. So we ball league. No, you're consistent for 4 years, even more than 4 years. Now for 4 World Cups in a place here, boya. Now the 2 on one. So we course our period Mizoto or G League or G Champions League. That's what World Cup now there. Can you say I play and yet me find a mass discussion? It's a typical example of Cristiano Ronaldo. So our G League trophies, Champions League, we're a top scorer. We're winning a lot of Champions League trophies. It's the amount for was urgent, but at the end of the day, Mizoto said the World Cup nation say any baby a World Cup na baby Bruno. When we talk about football, World Cup is the most important tournament, and there is no football competition to air you closer to the World Cup. Forget about number of matches. And no, yes, 7 no. Ufiti anu wakobo. You both qualifiers and some will draw. It's even possible. Say, uye Pele, uye Messi, uye Maradona, uye Ronaldo, uye Zidane. Qualification bet me you were free the main tournament in him. Inti wasam na waka na wo ho eno na ma in greatness no on say amanfo e wo question marks wo ho kakra when Ronaldo supporters no and I say obi odo football try to make an argument to make Cristiano Ronaldo the greatest player in the game baby or short form to e be na World Cup no Players 1,248 and I'm to World Cup. Emu 891 Ebo first World Cup. 881 Ebo first World Cup. 357 the Oma appear at the World Cup da. Europe and Eba with the largest number when it comes to players. Players Omobo in Europe nkomo 857. Liga won numbers when it comes to players by the Premier League. 164. Don't say Premier League. Actually, say Zutu baby and Edo Muduno when it comes to a year more. 4 countries and I'm to Mobile World Cup we are. This is their first time at the World Cup. Curacao, Uzbekistan, Cape Verde, and then Jordan. Omo maybe that. Obia wotie biamzutu. This is the format of the World Cup. A group of 12, 48 teams. The Oberini group ni bia were qualified to the round of 32. Udi second our qualify. By 10th place teams ni be 8. Bizoto based on normal resource any come fast so e di third no. Nti you say 8 best placed teams. Amo e di third. 8.
Out of how many groups?
12.
Okay.
Out of 12.
And the
yes. And they call the round of 32.
Quandam.
Near Boa could do semi-final. It's a more semi-final no, to the final no. Semi-final and the final for about 8 matches because you film semi-final about 3rd place. It's before you win this World Cup, you need 8 games. Or also about 8 games. Previous World Cup never 7 games, but we made 8. The opening game started with Mexico and South Africa. But so for the past 2 months, the concentration of the World Cup is not about the opening game, but who wins the World Cup. Who wins the World Cup? And the permit now for Brazil. Yes, every single World Cup. At the about Champions League. And found Brazil players from the most successful nation when it comes to the World Cup. Untimi enyo mum film. Even an opera cram at Tennessee, I hear Brazil team. So to there. Alisson as their goalkeeper. Right back Danilo. Left back Douglas Santos. Ebia omu fullbacks omu ye weak kakra compared to previous Brazil players and now omu fullbacks omu do World Cup like their last World Cup on winning 2002. They had Carlos and Cafu, world class. So Brazil centre backs. I think at this tournament too, almost centre back pairing no, ebe the best ayenya tournament we. When it comes to form, Marquinhos, our captain, the PSG, and then Gabriel, our so influential the Arsenal this season. Makase Brazil, anytime a Brazil for who's a more World Cup on them, so there's something special about the Brazilian team. Omoko with double pivot. It may go back to the last Brazilian team to win the World Cup, 2002. No more Gilberto Silva and then Kleberson. So 1998 number final now. No more Cesar Sampaio and Dunga as their double pivot. Carlo Ancelotti he has decided that he will not throw the Brazil tradition away because he idea my Omoko World Cup Omotimi DJ. Eti Brazil will go with their double pivot of Guimarães and Casemiro. Just in front of them, because Neymar is not fit. Baby Brazil strength war Bizuto. Omu 2 wingers no. Because omu your wingers omu guarantee you goals. And they have speed. 1v1 situation. Say do send your mama then now we a team. Now we born a low blocker. These 2 Brazilian wingers can take players on reduced numbers and create chances. Rafinha and Vinicius. The Brazil need at this tournament a proper tournament number 9. Proper tournament number 9. And no and a Brazil for lucky. And the Kayade ba Brazil so there come ba World Cup mo sa di ni. As at any etie zutu. When you say Cunha ne be lead the Brazil attack no as number 9. Not Thiago. Thiago no over Brentford no Kobe. But Ancelotti.
Yeah, you go Thiago.
Yes, Ancelotti prefer Cunha.
Okay.
Eti
Vinicius,
Vinicius Rafinha. Say Neymar, I'm sorry, make some first game.
Just the first game.
Say Neymar cry about to Neymar ever compete with Paqueta. Just in front of their double pivot. So tell me, it's Brazil, baby, I'm deficiency will be to you lead your attack no. But I never come to compliment.
I'm number 10, and Paqueta.
Paqueta ni Neymar. Paqueta ni Neymar on Domokoy. Baby, I'm very home go say free. And I'm Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes ne Casemiro never starting as the double pivot.
The other guy, I don't know. Oh yeah. The other guy na Bokro Newcastle.
Jolito Manfananko. The man for Jolito. It's Brazil, baby, no problem. Having a proper number 9. So to mention I say, Rafinha need
to make for no cry bad.
Yes,
Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes.
But on say no more here will be a Mizutu. Obe show physical presence in the midfield. Something and the Casemiro is missing. Anything I can move team in the buy and say I don't know man for Jolito. And no mark of this in number. By one Ancelotti be bold so bad Guimaraes and I say Bruno Fernandes and I say sorry Bruno Guimaraes. I'm an Ababa Shawana. In Brazil problem they ba work comes to there are 2 fullbacks, then a proper center forward. Marche Argentina. The two. Some of the players are mobile the last World Cup. Majority of them are still around. And also Lionel Scaloni believes he said he doesn't need to change his team a lot. And this has been a team only after the World Cup. And when it comes to international trophies, the Argentine team are winning more than any other country. It's Emiliano Martinez, Molina as right back, Tagliafico left back, Christian Romero and Otamendi. And to hear the last World Cup now, to Oma maintaining your back for no.
Argentina 4 and 5 really.
Oma maintaining on back for no. Then you move to the Ame 4-3.
Now we were Man United, you know. Lisandro.
It's Otamendi or Hodia. Otamendi do on
good. Otamendi Bobo Jao Lisandro.
That's how Bojano, our national team.
Go to TB hard, you know. Otamendi.
Understanding the two. Then you pick the Ame 4. And they parade score back to the Argentine league. The Apertura. Enzo Fernandez and Alex McAllister of Liverpool. It is our 3 way due to World Cup no boy no man or do mobile. Rodrigo Di Paul. Then Bema Boada, the front 3 of Lionel Messi, Ricky Alvarez, and Simeone. But Martinez, Molina, Tagliafico, Romero, Otamendi, Paredes, Enzo, McAllister, Messi, Alvarez. The last World Cup, they were part of their first 11. Says all our first 11 a player went from here, Di Maria.
4 years ago.
Di Maria and every move.
4 years ago.
But the cohesion is there and understanding is there. And then yes, Omo form a drop you. Even Omo journey to the World Cup, Omo last 19 matches, the Omo lose will be. In their continent, they are the best national team. At the Omo continent, Omo are the best national team. When you pick the Argentine team, I'm so Lionel Scaloni, I rely on the old boys. The last time Argentina J World Cup, Abema Boada, Mbappe defended World Cup no was 86. Omoji 86 no 1990 World Cup in Italy. Omoko final. And Omo lose to Germany. Intiensha no sunsun. Then there is Portugal. Omo ya outsiders. Remember Messi CCA. Na me heard Diego Costa as their goalkeeper. Portugal may foot balance and a problem. And no, I mean, so how many Nigeria game in Libya? How many Chile? And foot build up now. The team build up near too slow
because on say they want to carry the PSG thing, but PSG for born a different
into the schedule.
And then the Bruno, I have
the last years of Bernardo Silva as a player. The two were losing his speed kakra. Until offer the season with City. Obebo as a number 8. And on my foot no, possible say Roberto Martinez be called with Vitinha as a deep line playmaker. Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva as my 4-3. It's Pedro Neves and it's here call baby at Nibamo. Sorry, João Neves. o show mo games o mo qualify
or
starting because one started Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva do senior player. So tell me chance. It's a ne ko position e dey match down never. Time o mo qualifiers no. O mo qualifiers no. No o use João Neves as the right back. It o mo kwa attacker. Then the defense will shift to a back three. Na João Neves abewura in 50 no be come for this no. It will show mo back for now. Ruben Diaz, Goncalo Inacio, Nuno Mendes, Namzutu, Pedro João Neves. Midfield three of Vitinha, Bruno, Bernardo Silva. Then a front three likely of Ebia Konsasayo or Neto, Ronaldo, Rafael Leao.
They say good. They should play Mazama now. Why are that Ronaldo?
No, when you want.
Ronaldo, boom. Oh, 40 something years. Friendly match, what happens about true? Oh, boom. Ronaldo on this when you know.
The choices of Thomas Tuchel, the choice of Thomas Tuchel at this tournament.
Friendly match,
hey, idea back what SME and Nico, and then Raun say Omu Rezo Muji and Kaka.
Yeah.
So what they compare Omu last game no more against New Zealand. Now we know against Omu Rezo Omu speed Nikaka. Or Padebo, the English national team, is getting it, especially from the flanks. No, players who are good when it comes to 1v1 situation, taking on players into the from the wings. No, Rhys James, Bukayo Saka, Nico Riley, Anthony Gordon. I said, Omo was certain characteristics here due to even when you pick the tournament. Now for countries, no more wings now. When it comes to combination, say be our number 2. You find say. Ubo Konde, France. Nam so to be a do Jan and Nimi Olisa. Unim say a problem Olise. Only reason why a problem. Kokonde onim take. It's on to me and overlap to create space for Olise. It is a country now, France and no more out number Olisa. A be a problem. So them chance. But for England team now, say the England has set here. Omo wings no. And the England team is dangerous. Elliot Anderson, no, the hype is there. Amount for hype and then Declan Rice. Also call it a double pivot. I think the kind of format Declan Rice they ba a tournament in the leadership qualities. I deba kwa ebeboa England team no. Adana me catch us how profile in the center forwards no. The kind of players or formats in the center forward. The Hurricane won no. Watkins ni. The Watkins won Hurricane ni. The Ivan Toney won Watkins ni. The Watkins won Ivan Toney ni. It's ever say England the game. Now country be decided so best it deep. They say the Ghana. Yes. Now they say the Ghana boy. I obey here presence. Opponent in the box. Obey here presence. Opponent in the box man. After what you so came went to me no. No the Ivan Toney abegin them. Then we wear it. Spain them too. They have a star, and that star it will not change. Coach, you know, waka send the goalkeeping there. Unai Simon. Llorente bebo right back, Cucurella bebo left back, Kubasi, and then Laporte bebo as the 2 centre back. Midfield 3 of Fabian Ruiz, Pedri, and Rodri. Then an attack. Baby ever has Spain. Minim said they see 4 more Europe no. So to be fast. What's that Spain soon in Manai Papa Bia? So they are relying on Yataba. Now, Omo be flanking here, Lamine Yamal, and then Nico Williams. France, last one. There's something about France. I may assure say Deschamps will not change it. Tournament BR France I call Maya DBR. There is something about the French national team. They have a classic number 10. It's when they were winning the European Championship in '86, Platini. Omojo World Cup 1998, Zidane. Omojo last World Cup, Antoine Griezmann. So offer players me say Mabo Mudia. Adeba accommodate by creativity. When you pick the French national team from the middle, their most creative player is Ryan Cherki. It's our midfield so betimi winning balls. Chouameni, Rabiot. Omo winning ball ni we are. They are not good passers like Portugal midfield and I say Spain midfield no. So they will need a classic number 10. They said they omo ball Deschamps ni Petit. At the 1998 World Cup, omo winning balls ni we na Zidane abeje ball from him. Mo be say adwuma no. It's what France will need is balance, especially between their midfield and attack. And so nipa no de be mo no. Eye Hawa, Deschamps be use Ryan Cherki. Then the front three of Dembele, Mbappe, and Olise. I think over the last 2 World Cups now, and based on what France has done, so too, you cannot write them off.
France,
Iti yɛbɛhwɛ Mexico ne South Africa no. South Africa so on more preparation and go. And I don't think African countries need between the near to so can be. Iti yɛbɛhwɛ how a normal Mexico game no so too. Mexico so ba World Cup now. Recently Mexico so they are not producing superstars like maybe a Chomono. When they say over Mexico team now, play about top club Jimenez of AC Milan. And could you believe say about the whole Serie A season without scoring a goal? Wow. Yes. On the Billy do just imagine. They have a nice game, at least stadium, no, a historic stadium when it comes to the World Cup. But I really be a next game, no. They be boy, no. Be my boy, the amount for being a World Cup you can start by train. And the game, no, the standard will be low. But there are other games that ever saw World Cup, yeah. So, young training news are games.
No, to interesting tournament, and this season was an amazing season, and it appears that most majority of the times here got tournament now, or more likely some Beijing endorse. Your traditional teams but they are not in the best of form, so sometimes you see them as underdogs or maybe a surprise element. But this year, no, this particular tournament, the big teams are coming in with big players. Our performing individual position to perform power. So in believing in them, no, you believe in them, no, because of the kind of talent and quality majority of the entire national team tournament they had here. The kind of coaches countries need before to some of the coaches but because they be most of mine or per se what in the club ni bent most of to were choose to coach most of about to papa or tournament no. But this tournament is a bit different so I'll check the Brazilian team Anajibo come once a month. Going in for a coach like Carlo Ancelotti is a very, very good decision because Ancelotti had the Champions League to Marco 5. And one thing is clear. For a coach to perform in a competition, interest was through, talent was through, but built in a knockout format. So they call another competition and also interest was through, talent was through, but similar style, which is knockout. That's the first point for this Brazilian team. Because of how Ancelotti fashion a team when it comes to knockout matches. Also, he learned the hard way. So Kai AC Milan, Obesuya de AC Milan power. So Deportivo La Coruña come back, no, and also the Liverpool come back. And the perspective of coach Carlo Ancelotti is a bit different when he's playing knockout matches. He's more cautious, more calm, and he's able to take the best of decisions, especially when it comes to the game management. Sa competition in Deportivo La Coruña come back no against AC Milan. Any Liverpool come back man who say it is not over until it's over. In the tournament be an about knockout stage. He pays so much attention to his bench just like his status. And now the efficiency of Carlo Ancelotti's decision, especially in matches, in game management, are costly than most coaches. And that is what makes him special. So Brazil is not coming in with a team because Brazil will play as na coach not to bench, the decisions be all taking. If it's about managing the ego of the dressing room, one person you can trust to be Carlo Ancelotti. It's about positional play, putting the players at the right position to bring the best out of them in a short time. You can trust Carlo Ancelotti. And apart from player for player, this particular coaching analogy and an angle adds value to the Brazilian team. France is about with Didier Deschamps, and he needs no introduction as a player, and also as a manager. One, so he understands the French team. Wako final and wako final 2, and we lose bako. So France is not coming in with a generation full of talent by a mediocre coach. No, from the coaching angle, you just cannot root the French team out. Because for national team football, Didier Deschamps is part of the elites. And so far, they are trained in 2018 and they are trained in 2022. Actually, say, our total control over the playing body. And found say, Ubenya French players bear 3. Our women perform very well in their various club level. Our one position, Didier Deschamps so far has proven that he will take the best decision when it comes to that particular player. Into it when right back for BMNSA. But they did the sham in Bebono. Emma own feed your bench. That has been him. How to use Kylian Mbappe. Among all the coaches, only Kylian Mbappe Juma. Because as a good coach, the most important player in your squad, as a ultimate you soon ye am a swab for. But so Kylian Mbappe story now. Coach Bakwa Bobodin said, what team ye bringing the best out of Kylian Mbappe will be Didier Deschamps. Because under Enrique there were issues. Even under Carlo Ancelotti, there were issues. Alonso showed glimpses. But in managing the entire unit, for them to support Kylian Mbappe, for him to be the superstar and deliver on the field of play, Didier Deschamps management of the players, French team in 2010, South Africa. Raymond Dominic squad. Issues of dressing room. They needed to sack some of the players even from camp. Senegal in 2014 or Brazil. But he did the shamba to Yenti Bida. Yenti say player be to Etia. Yenti say player be disrespectful because he's a legend on his own. And apart from the fact that he's a legend, he has total control over these players. And that is also one positive thing for the French team away from their talent, how the coach is going to manage them. What the French team in the Tonchaya? England won the Gary Southgate Baba tournament in command in so England golden generation for free unity. So today I share England the Portugal game no. So when ya Ashley Cole left back. Now when ya Gary Neville right back. When ya John Terry, Enroad Ferdinand 4 and 5. Owen Hargreaves, Motu, Lampard, Abrante and Gerrard as your midfield three. A front three of Will Rooney, Joe Cole, and David Beckham. Motu, Nanka Oshe players we are. Question I be said, Dempa Nanka stop home. Because Gary Neville playing at Manchester United, Ashley Cole for Chelsea, John Terry for Chelsea. Now Ferdinand also for Manchester United. Now the interesting thing, John Terry bought the left side closer to Ashley Cole. Ferdinand bought the right side closer to Gary Neville. Now said you move club level now no matter. So it's about understanding at the back, chemistry at the back, and top level mentality. Now send back for winner. So when you have grips, another tower by Munich. No about Lampard for Chelsea. No when you Gerrard for Liverpool. David Beckham, Wayne Rooney, Joe Cole. But so too, I'm Momo. Gary Southgate about Chiribi. But it drew baby at the crucial moment. Utmu said the barrier between England and reaching the top was a bit of a managerial issue. England, the national team rivalry, on my omni Germany. The rivalry is intense when it comes to national team football, just like Brazil and Argentina. But I decided to tuning in Egu. They mean business this tournament, so they were going for a German coach in the shape of Thomas Tuchel. In Tisani about Carlo Ancelotti for Brazil. Brazil for Ankase, you can find a legend bit say Dunga de Naba. And you be near ye. You can find Tite Bimba. You can find Ancelotti to be proven. France did the champion. England went in for Tuchel, who is also a proven coach. From the days at Dortmund to PSG and also to England Hankasa with Club FN Chelsea. From the managerial angle, you cannot say that England is coming to this tournament like a struggling side. Any coach be adding tactics for tactics, game management for game management, reading the game for reading the game, substitution for substitution, player management for player management. England didn't lack it. So they are adding a good coach to their golden generation. And I don't know about this particular tournament. And that makes England a force to reckon with ahead of this particular tournament. Untimi underestimate you. Yeka coaches in Zoto. Luis de la Fuente for the Spanish team. Naturally, Konye a known figure when it comes to the coaching world. But not the NIA to say Linus Scaloni, dear no. Zoto, or no dear, Wababe fan will prove it and will make a name for himself. Ana de la Fuente, dear Nabe. Spain squad nenya better, sir, Zoto. So we check his Spain squad now. Apart from the Euros, they are coming in with enough trophy winning mentality. That is what makes countries like Kesiano, it's me baby deliver. Trophy winning mentality. And so too, De La Fuente will control over his players. Man management, watch it. because the decision say the Spanish team for sometimes any issues with number 9 pa. Into for him to decide say go to Obebo Oyazaba as number 9. Adiana ANSM to say ordinary Jinawa because he drops back to support the midfield. No, anytime Bianema Spain for no midfield superiority, and it's the Spanish team. Their foundation almost every time near their midfield strength. It's because of a force 9. No, Obu Pia the Babe Kahwam so too. Adiana Buani say MFI Fuoni Mia. Emma the kind of Spanish game on person born so too omutimi boni. So from a coaching angle, you cannot underrate the Spanish team. From a talent point, you cannot underrate the Spanish team. And they are coming in with a young player. Are you ready to set the stage on fire? Which is a branch of Lami Yama. And the La Fuente Swatch say system bio bebo piano Emma Lami Yama Huso. So the another coaching angle for Spain. So my problem with Portugal near coach Kakra. Roberto Martinez, that's a mention in
Indy. Or had your pandits.
I said, me share coaches neighbor, share Scaloni for a year Argentina. No, no, be our GD, but I hear Jumano. Which means respect and order our Argentina national team. Any chaotic.
Portugal team in your battle.
If Argentina decided say no to all defended and aggressive and a bit physical, which means say follow the instructions of the coach, and he's calm and gentle on the bench. They didn't the baby and Scaloni to maybe because other kind of last World Cup, the decision to introduce someone like Enzo Fernandez, the decision to introduce Obi said Julian Alvarez, it was a turning point in the Argentine game. So by counts Argentina first game lose you to Saudi. After that game, no, Scaloni starts to sign the setup ni. And other guys need to be shame and almost bojana to the end of it. But Roberto Martinez in them so too. Maybe I mean said engineering when it comes to the Portugal game. Because Jibo, me too. Send a did the champion Mbappe. Send your share Thomas Tuchel or share for Harry Kane. Send a Kane, both a ball and so share no born. Or no, the annual born and fan of San national team. Who play or yard and 1 minute fan or so. Portugal, baby, your yard, dear pie boys need them fin. As at now, Roberto Martinez ain't mean BB because when you know Mendes on the left. Now Joao Neves, now Vitinha. Who 12 PS in Abo. Now,
it's a form of Bruno.
Now the Diakana Tata. But anytime you want the Portuguese team, anytime you want the Portuguese team, you have a problem. Say